Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a second extender box video. This is going to be more of a part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1, this was all the extenders that we went over how to do in part 1. So if you don't know what extenders are, or you kind of just want to learn, it's been a while since I flipped these. I don't remember the way some of these directions go, but if you want to learn the basics of this, I will link that video in the cards in the eye up above and in the description box down below, so you can kind of learn the ropes a little bit in that video, because this is going to be like an extension of that video, and some of these are definitely more, I guess, advanced, if you will. So what we're going to be doing today is these here. We have this one, which is fairly easy to do. I'd say this is pretty much beginner. I have an example of this one I can show you, and I have an example of this one here that I can show you as well, like in a real spread. These two I haven't had a chance to do yet because I haven't needed to do these yet. These are pretty extensive, pretty extra, so let's go ahead and just show you those. So you can see, you start with the one girl here, you flip up, and then you flip up again. And this was just my first one that I ever did, so you can see I was playing around, and it's pretty crooked and it's not perfect, but you can kind of see it there. And then I did this one as well, which is kind of more like a book, and I did these the Andrea way, meaning I cut a box instead of using the full thing like I did over here, which makes them thinner but less secure. So let's just go ahead and get into this. I do advise having a blank sheet of sticker paper around for this. I just think it makes it easier. So I'm going to just be using some stickers from a kit that came that I know I won't be using the actual kit, and this is just a good way to get to use and like still commemorate the art in some way. So this is a glam planner kit, Sailor Moon themed. So let's just go ahead and do this box. So what you need for this is a heart checklist, which we have here. And then you will go ahead, I actually think this only works with a Scribble Prints Co. kit now that I'm looking at it, and not a glam planner kit. So I may have completely chosen the wrong kit for this, but either way we will make it work. I'm going to use a bigger box for this, so I want to use a half box size box, and I think, yeah, the squared ones are too tiny. But basically, depending on which way you want it to go, you're just going to fold it in half. And if you want it to flip up, you'll stick your box on this side. If you want it to flip down, you'll stick your box on this side. So just to mimic, or I guess to show you the other way. Yeah, glam planner boxes are just a little short, whereas Scribble Prints Co. boxes will take up the whole thing. So this one is like shop dependent, I guess, or if you had a bougie box or something you could put under this, because this is still sticky. I guess we're starting this video off with a bit of a fail, just because I have the wrong kit, but you guys kind of understand the premise. And again, if you have white paper or something, you can stick here to make that work. But then you have one that flips up, and then you have one that flips down with the checklist. So if you watch a bunch of movies, or you just have a list of things you want to keep track of, you can do that. I have, like I said, somewhere, I can't find the right planner. I was flipping through a bunch of my old planners today, so they're like all around me, and I just almost grabbed the wrong planner. So regardless of that, let's find you an example of where I use this, which would be right here. And you can see too, I cut these to make them fit differently sometimes. These are only 4 hearts. I know I've done it somewhere else as well. I want to say, thought it was this week. Well, either way, you guys can kind of see where I'm going with that. Here we go. Can do it with a movie marquee. So there's just some examples of how I still make use of heart checklists in my planner. I feel like it works fairly well. So then let's go on to this one. You obviously don't need to do the checklist. You could do full boxes as well. So we're gonna do the scene, and then I guess we'll just have it transition to, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but on the clock. So I did this one on my 4th of July spread this year for the first time. And with overlays on it, I will say things, things tend to not stay down the way I would like them to in the planner. So I'll show you what I mean. So here is this double box hack in the planner. It's just super stiff and I can't just like leave it open on this one. It wants to always close. But that is kind of what we are doing. So to do this, I fold the boxes in half. There's a hair there. It's fine. And then I put them together. So hard to line them up on camera like as you're doing it, which is why when I film my bases I actually pull it off camera so that you can't see me struggle. But so then you have this like T-shaped box, and because we're human and because we don't get things exactly right, I like to line it up here and then line this one up where it's gonna go and then refold it. And then you have your box, which I think works really well like I showed you in my planner when you have 2 scenes. I just think there's a lot of uses for this. So that's an example of how to do that. I'll just go ahead and do it again really fast since I was doing the scene anyways. And then we'll go ahead and get into the more complicated boxes, because honestly, the only time I've ever done those is the one time when I was practicing, which this whole video is inspired by Andrea of Scribble Prints Co. Because like months and months ago, she and I were DMing about extender boxes, and she had this idea and I just happened to figure it out. Okay, so see what I did here versus in my planner. I should have put this box on the other side. So now they flip the same way. Do you guys see what I mean? Wow, this extender video is a hot mess. It's okay. It just goes to show you, even though I'm like the queen of extenders, I make mistakes too. Almost there. There we go. It's okay. We'll just fix her. We'll just make it right. That's what undo was made for, people like me. So, you'll see what I mean when if you didn't understand what I was saying, you'll see what I mean when I correct it. So, now we have the cat box on the inside. And now we have the bed on the outside, so now they fold opposite each other, which I prefer. So you can honestly probably do it either way. Okay, let's get into the more advanced ones. And of course, I had pulled boxes for today, and they have now disappeared on me. I mean, it's like white extender boxes like this. I had another sheet of them at one point. That's not the sheet I meant to show you. Okay. Wow, I probably should just start this over, but we're not wasting full boxes. So we're gonna start with the one on the left, and I have to remember how to do this with you. So I don't know where my scissors are either. I should get those ready. So for this, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, which seems like a heck of a lot. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay. So I'll show you what I mean. Just do it as I do it, not just tell you. Okay. How do I do this? Okay, so you're gonna fold this box in half. Right now we're making an inside fold. You will put your box that you want here. And then you'll put your next box here. And this is the funky way to do it, meaning I'm using a whole full box with wide extender. I'll show you the Andrea way in the next fold so you can see what I mean by one is sturdier but thicker and one is flimsier but thinner and takes up less space. Okay. So now we have to do it again, but like I said, this time I'm going to do it the Andrea way. So I'm just going to cut a white box. And basically fold that. And we are going to stick it right up in that seam. So this is the part that's sticking to the planner. This is going to be the box that's on top, back here. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, so then we have to choose the box we want to go here. And I find it easier to do it upside down for some reason. I don't know why. A lot of planner girls do too with stuff like this. Okay. So now we got our big long piece. So now we have to choose the box that's going on the inside. We all know I'm gonna hide the hand box. Probably going down really crooked. And then last but not least, we need the box that's gonna go on the top. Like so. Do you guys see? And then the cat box has nothing on the back of it. So you can just stick it down. And then you have your super tall extender. Like so. Now we are going to do it again, but sideways this time. Because I think I haven't done it sideways either, and I think that you obviously should be able to do it sideways. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and cut this box in half. We're gonna just do it the Andrea way to save paper. so starting, we're gonna just fold it in half, and I'll just start at the bottom here. We have one girl, and then we have her reading the book, which I find Andrea's way like harder to line up the boxes than if you do it the bulkier way. So if you're a beginner, it might be easier. Okay, then we're gonna take the next piece. I'll do the same thing. I feel like I'm getting into the groove of this now. Part of it was when I started this, I just really wanted to film my plan with me, but I'm waiting on something in the mail and blah, blah, blah. I'll save you the story. So then we're gonna put the box here. So you have the girl on the bottom. This is gonna be the top box. This is going to be the first inside box, so we're going to stick her there. Like so. And then last but not least, we have the last one, like this. And then you have your long sideways extender. So cute, so fun if you're super, super busy. Okay, now we're gonna get into this extender, which uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. And we're going to use our last box from the, or at least I think it's the last box. Nope, we got 2 more from the Glam Planner kits. And then I'm going to tear into another kit that I'm just not going to use because I overbought moving kits last year when I moved. So we will repurpose it for this. So we need 2 more. And there we go. Okay. Had a bunch of like half-used sheets, so we're trying to like fix that. So let's go ahead and get into this hack. And this one you can also do like sideways, not just vertically, if that makes sense, like kind of like I did like these two. So you're gonna start, as always, folding your in half. Then I'm gonna just start with the home address ones and try to line them up as much as I can. Perfect. And then I believe I did it again. I honestly think I did these back in March, which is why all the boxes I have are from leftover kits in March, because I did it at the end of March. So it is now the middle of August, and why I'm a little fuzzy about how I came up with this idea. Andrea's probably like, Rosie, hurry up and get that dang video up. Anyways, you're gonna take another piece, fold it in half, and do the little, I don't want the same box on top, so we're not gonna do, we're gonna switch it up. And stick that down. And then you're gonna take both of these and stick them together. Maybe. Don't stick, so you have a T. You can see the 2 extenders there. So it should look like this. And then you have your last box to put on the top, or if you wanted it on the bottom. If you wanted it to flip the other way, you could stick it here. Does that, just do it. On this side this time. And then you have your extender, just like this one. And as you can see, it does lay down flat over time. It's just not right now because she's fresh. I guess we'll do it sideways too, just to round out this video. But that's extenders. These are more hacks that I have come up with. Again, they were inspired by Andrea, Scribble Prints Co. What are some hacks you guys have? Are there any hacks that I missed that you all have? I know Planner Pixie Co. has those boxes in her kit. I don't have an extra one to show you, but watch her videos because I know she does it a lot in them. But I'm always looking for more hacks for my planner, especially like for weeks that are really crazy, like when I go to Disney. I just feel like so much yes, so I don't know. Okay, well, we're gonna go sideways this time. So we're gonna start with the moving company box, and then we are just gonna put another box next to it. Something's bumpy. And then we're gonna do the same thing with these two boxes here. And then we're gonna stick them together. Obviously, you'd wanna make sure you're doing this in the order that you want the boxes. Although they could just all be white boxes, I don't know. And then again, if you want the book to open from left to right, you could put your last sticker here, or if you want it to open, you know, from right to left to right, you could, depending on which side you put him on, you could put it the other way, you know, whereas like this book opens to the left, we're gonna make this one open to the right just to make it different. Like that. And just so it's less annoying in the planner to open, we're gonna put it on this side, and then you have your 5-box open extender. Okay, editing me thought of something. So for these ones, the really long ones, you can fold it like how we have it, or you could go like that. So it comes up. See what I mean? So you can either fold it under or above, and same with this one. So you could totally do multiple things. So if you want to change the look of your planner occasionally, or like you'd like to alternate which box is on top, that's an option. So like you could either have this gorgeous girl or the girl reading the book. You could have the wand, or you could have Sailor Moon. Okay, back to my outro. So that rounds out this extender box 2.0 video. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. If you use these hacks, make sure to tag me. I'd love to see your spreads and your creativity. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye, friends.